What up, TradeChamps? It's your boy, Pear Mike. We're here for the weekly update, and here we go. Socialize. Let's see here. Let's go and start a little bit different this week. I'm gonna look at the total refers, and we're gonna go back to last week, ending February 11th. So you can see here we didn't have any referrals this last week. So I just want to point out the way that we're going to grow this community is that we have to refer other people. So I know we have a number of you that play every week, and really need you to tell your friends, your associates, other internet people that you hang out with, and traders and investors, because this is the way that we're going to grow this. And if we grow, the prize amounts will increase, as well as the socialization. So just a plug to tell you, let's try to refer people, and let's see if we can get some refers next week. Let's just look at all-time referrals. So shout out to Fishaw Shabrop, got 2 referrals, LFG, and myself. So we're the only 3 to have referrals all time. We need to get this up, guys, because again, this is how we're gonna grow the site. Another thing that you can do is you can actually, when you refer a friend, you can go and you can copy your referral link. I just clicked on the refer a friend. You can copy this link. Link will get copied to your clipboard, and you can put it on your social media profiles. You can add it to your signature for your email address, and you can even tweet it out to Twitter. So let's do that. Appreciate. Sorry, let's get to the contest. All right, let's go back. So let's look at last week's total prizes. Again, for the week ending February 11th, 2022. So Barliza had 2 wins last week, with coming in first place. Got a tie for second place, 2 through 6, and each of them won 1 time. So Barliza won twice, and then you have 5 other members winning 1 apiece. So good job, keep playing, and let's actually look at that a second. Let's go to recently completed contests. We're gonna look at yesterday's contest, which was today is Wednesday. I'm looking at yesterday's contest completed. It was Tuesday, the 5th. Let's see what Huggy Bear. He chose SOLX, Judah, Mana, Barliza took Upstock. Let's look at the leaderboard. Let's see, what did I choose? I chose UPST as well. PNAM chose Ethereum Classic cryptocurrency. Rockwind chose BTC Short. Sharon SM, she did a mix of BTC and ETH. So just looking at just some entries here for that contest, and let's look at one more just to see some of the recently completed, what you actually held in your portfolios. So this is Monday. Barliza, she won UPST. I also chose UPST. So it's interesting here. If 2 players actually choose the same holdings, then it's the player that actually enters in first, the entry, and is timestamped, then they will win. So even though we had the same exact thing in our portfolios, she actually won because, or he actually won. I'm not sure, Barliza, guy or girl, I say that every week, but they actually won because they had their entry in before I did. So just a note on that. Let's see. So let's go over to the post. Let's see, interesting we had. So there was a question here related to some of the resistance on the previous chart. And you can see here's a link to last week's community update ending February 4th. You can watch that. Uncle Bubba was asked a question about some chart analysis. I answered that. And actually, here's a chart that ALFG had put in, and that actually started some discussion here. So That's pretty good. Okay, as well. Let's see. In terms of, you know what? Let me just put in my trade and show you all. Let's see here. So I'm gonna enter the next contest. All right. So tomorrow, pull up a trading view. Let's look at the markets. See what crypto is doing overnight. Actually, today in the markets was a good day. Given that, I'm gonna, you know what? I know what I'm gonna choose. Actually, I got Shopify long. I didn't realize I put my entry in for tomorrow's contest for Wednesday, but I already chose Shopify. I'm gonna go long on Shopify. Shopify actually didn't do as well as other stocks did today. They were kind of laggard. Shopify, I take it back. They're up 42.05. Actually, even though I said Shopify, I meant UPST. UPST was it was up 4.5%. They must have had a strong, because I was watching it during the day. Okay. UPST must have come out with earnings, because during the day they were kind of low, but looked like they increased. Let's see. Okay, so here it is. UPST came out with earnings after hours. Stock is up big in after hours. Stock is up to 133 as of 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. It was at 6:45. Yeah, 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. So interesting. So it's gonna be really I don't know what the expectation is going to be tomorrow. Will there be some carry through from the pre-market trading into the open tomorrow on Upstart UPST? If so, that's going to be an interesting trade. You know what? Given that, I'm going to change my entry for tomorrow. Didn't realize earnings came out on UPST today. That was good. So just go long tomorrow. Now, so let me just give you this just from an analysis standpoint. So you can see here, gapped up big time after hours. So you're talking 9 to 133. Let's measure that out. That's let's see here. Talking, that's a 30% move in after hours alone. And you can see it pull back about 9% from that high. So UPST can actually fall tomorrow, depending upon if you're gonna get some carry through or not, or if this bar that was up 35% in after hours, if we can hold anywhere between the 21 that it closed at and the 35 that it reached in the after hours trading session. So this actually has potential to go down tomorrow if people thought that it was overdone. And I'll give you an example of that. So if you look at Google came out with earnings as well, kind of did the same thing in after hours, but you can see here, since it hit that high in after hours, it was up a little bit more the next day, but Google has retreated all the way back. So if you just measure that out from just measure it out in terms, so Google is actually down 30% off of the highs from the after hours. So there's no guarantee you're gonna get follow through just because you had a strong earnings report, but I'm gonna play that anyway. So I'm gonna go with Upstart tomorrow as my entry. So we'll see how that turns out. So again, this is just a quick update, and I'm gonna post this video. Actually, with this in here, I encourage you all to put some information in here around the stocks or the cryptocurrencies that you're following. Let's just, increase the socialization on the site. Some commentary about the particular assets that you trade. And we'll be interested to hear what other members are actually choosing. What's their thesis for their daily picks? Do they typically pick the same thing? I've been picking UPST a lot for my entry, but there are some other ones that I'll pick as well. But would like to know what the reasoning is for others and why do they choose the assets that they choose. And don't forget, on Saturday and Sundays is crypto only, so you can only trade crypto on Saturdays and Sundays. So I'd like to hear your crypto picks as well. So hit me up on Pair Mike on the site. Let's see. So if you want, so let me just show this as well. I'm not sure if members know this. So let's say if I go to a post, if I want to create a post, just say hello everyone, and then I can mention a person. So I'll say Uncle Bubba. So say hello everyone at Uncle Bubba, and I'll just say, just put this in. I'll put promote. Let's see. Post. Now, when that happens, when Uncle Bubba logs in, you'll see this bell notification up here. It will be blue as well. He should receive an email saying that someone had mentioned him in the post. And so if you click on this, so I can see here somebody liked a post that I wrote about the chart analysis here, and you can see here the notifications come through here. So notifications is really a good feature to keep the community engaged if people like their post or have follow-up or replies to their posts. So it's another feature of the site. Just wanted to make people aware of. And lastly, I show this kind of every week, but I haven't gone through it. I guess I'll take this opportunity to do so right now. So if you go to socialize, go to community home, and then you go to top champs. You can see here that we have statistics where you can find what's the average gain. So the average gain, who has the highest average gain? Awkward Always, where his highest average gain is $1,400. You can see total gain, Barlaza, they have earned in their portfolio $24,000. Average contest rank, you can see average contest rank here. So it looks like it's in reverse order. So average contest rank. Oh no, so it's 1 is the best. So it's in descending order. So Kai Cochran is Ty Cochran and Ty Cochran 13, as well as Nick Keel. They have the highest average contest rank. Total prizes is what we use each week to be able to go through. You can see all time. Huggy Bear, has earned the most. He's the best trader from a contest perspective, even if not from an absolute dollar amount. Just a Guy follows up second. Myself, Joe Redcorn, Barlaza, Nick Keel, Melbert, ALFG, Always Awkward, 7 Cents, Sharon SM, Kai Cochran, Rockwin, Boss Mom. So let's see here as well. Some another statistic. Total referral earnings. Let's see, we talked about referrals before. There are really no referral earnings that are paid out there, but that's where we'll go. And then you got total referrals, absolute number of people that you referred, and then qualified referrals as well. Now, in addition to that, you can go up here and click on your profile. And then with profile, it brings you to an individual stat page where you can see your particular rankings. So you can still see here that there's a breakdown for the time range. So all time, this week, last month. And so you can see, okay, how did I do last month from a total gain? How did I do last month from total prizes? So you see last month, I won 4 times, with the prize amounts of being $25 versus this month. Let's see. This month I've only won twice so far. So about halfway through the month. So I'm about on schedule if I continue that performance. Let's see from a perspective of absolute trading. Are my trades better? So you can see here, if I go back to that again, $15.99 in terms of average gain. That was for the month of February versus in January. So doing much better in terms of average gain, and then total gain. So $13.77 for January, whereas I'm already at $20,000 for the month, and we're only halfway through. So in absolute dollar terms, doing much better in trade. So you can look at these analytics here and be able to ascertain how your trading is going. Because again, even though we're using this as a means of winning the daily prize, this data is valuable because you can analyze your picks and get this data here to be able to see what your analytics say about your performance, and to be able to determine. And you can go back and look through and see what you picked in terms of your contest, because you can go to our recent contests and you can see, are there certain assets that you're picking that are well suited for your trading style, and you can look over time period as well. So I think that these analytics here, there's a lot of time and effort put into making these. So definitely tell you all to view them and to start looking at your performance week to week. So having said that, I'll end it here. Thanks for your time as always, and we'll do it again next week. Again, welcome to Trade Champs Weekly Update.